distinction between Sukkot and Hanukkah to the remains of the items of mitzvah and as to what we do with them. On Sukkot, you build a sukkah, you have sechach, you have all the items there. After the holiday of Sukkot, when the holiday is over, one is permitted to do anything they wish with the covering, with the schach, with the walls. While on Sukkot themselves, one is not allowed to take or make personal use out of the schach, out of things in the sukkah, because it's muktzeh lemiktzvato. It is set aside to the holiness of the mitzvah, and by which creates a situation where I cannot take a toothpick out of the sukkah for personal needs, or take a plank of wood for something else during Chol Hamoed, because it's all holy. But after the holiday of Sukkot, it comes back, and the holiness is released from it, and I can do whatever I wish with the sukkah. However, on Hanukkah, there's a halakha that says that the oil that is left over from the lights that we have lit, we have to take all that at the summation of the 8 days, at the accumulation after all the days. We have to take all the oil that was left over and make a medurah, make some sort of bonfire, and burn that oil, so that we can ensure that nobody will enjoy or make private use of the oil for personal needs. And the question is, on Sukkot, when the holiday is over, you can do whatever you want with the schach, because the holiness timeline has passed. And on Hanukkah, the Shulchan Aruch and the Halakha tell us that you have to make a little bonfire with all the leftover oil, the ones that were in the cups, or for that matter, any other item that you may come to use, and you have to burn it so that you should not come to use it for personal needs. And let's talk about situations where sometimes maybe somebody needs oil to put grease on something on a door hinge or something. And if you go to certain countries, or back in the time a little bit, they would try to maximize the use of anything they had in the home. And so here they would have to burn all the oil so that they don't come to make use of something that was part of the mitzvah. And the question is why. So Rabbi Benchlouch Yosef, of blessed memory, in his book Chazon Avadia, says, number one, is that first of all, the oil that we're talking about is oil that was only there for 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes after Tzetu Kochavim, after nightfall. And so that is the first chunk of oil that is secluded exclusively for the mitzvah. However, what if I lit oil, I put oil in my Hanukkah candles, and it lasted well over 30 minutes, even more, and now the time, we're allowed to turn off the oil, we're allowed to, once we turn it off, make personal, private use of the oil. That oil does not need to be burned after Sukkot. So really the distinction is, after Hanukkah, so the distinction is on Sukkot. I know when I build a sukkah, it's only there for 7 days. Outside of Israel, 8 days. After 8 days, when I built it to begin with, my intent was 7 days, 8 days, that's it, done. After that, I can do whatever I want with it. But on Hanukkah, when you light your Hanukkah candles, and you put oil in those cups, you want all the oil to burn, right? You're not thinking that after 8 days, I'm going to take the oil and make salad out of whatever I can. You want it to burn. Therefore, when you put it there, all of it was meant to have been set aside for the mitzvah, and that's a distinction. However, today we know that if it lit for more than 30 minutes, one is allowed to indeed do whatever they wish with the oil, or add more for the following day.